And welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise rebuild. Here today we have week 18 action versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought of today's action, and don't forget to subscribe. As the Houston Texans are coming off another impressive victory, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 34-16. We're now on to week 18, the last game of the regular season versus the 11-5 Cincinnati Bengals, who a year ago we lost to them in a tough defeat. And the Bengals are one of those teams that are very good, and you know, they're right now currently the 4th seed. This is a potential playoff opponent down the line, potentially like the divisional round. But these are two playoff teams. These are two playoff games, or this is basically, I'm treating this like a playoff game. So we're starting our starters here. You know, as of right now, we have yet to clinch the division. So we're playing the starters this week. And I know at the end of the last episode, I talked about, you know, maybe we'll put in some backups in if necessary. And I will do that if necessary. But, you know, right now, Tennessee's 11-5. We're 12-4. We got to get this victory to solidify it. This is all really for standings, because if we lose this game and, you know, the Chiefs and the Titans lose, we win the division. But if the Chiefs win, then we don't have, I don't know if we have the tiebreaker. It's all tiebreakers. This is all just a seeding ball game, to be honest with you guys. So this is an important week. This is a good Cincinnati team. It's something that I circled on the schedule, and I can't believe we have to play them week 18. So let's quickly go check out the roster. Currently, in terms of the injury report, I'm just going to quickly show you guys this. Bosa's back. He's healthy. I clicked on the wrong thing. Everyone is back healthy. There was, due to, for whatever reason, in terms of practice, Kenyon Green's injury changed to a high ankle sprain. He's still going to be on injured reserve. He's supposed to be out for the rest of the season, but no new injuries besides David Elliott. He's out for the next few games. But dealing with some injuries across the lines is definitely difficult. So we'll see how we'll perform this week. Let's go check out this Cincy roster and then get into week 18. Taking a quick look at this Cincinnati roster, they are led by both Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow. This team is loaded on the offense. You even see that just their top 6 players are all on offense, and one of them is a kicker and one of them is a safety. But this team is very good. They got Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, Carter Graham, a second-year wide receiver. They really put a lot of height, weight, and speed here. Quandre Dillon, who they drafted early on too. This is a very good Cincinnati roster, very complete team. I'm expecting a very tough ball game. Kind of good defense. They're going to be able to get to Mason Pryor. We just got to be able to protect him. Quality corners, quality secondary, and good safeties, as well as they got 3 very good ones. So overall, this should be a close, fun matchup. I'm expecting it to be so, kind of like the Bears game a few weeks ago. And it should be fun. And welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio. Here in week 18, it's the Texans versus the Bengals. And the last regular season game of this campaign. It's two teams, two playoff teams battling it out here for both seeding as well as for pride here. For this Houston team, they are dealing with injuries across the board, and it's tough right now for this Houston team. They just want to get out of this ball game healthy. For Cincinnati, they want to show that they're still one of the most dominant rosters in this league. They're 3 deep at wide receiver. They got an elite quarterback in Joe Burrow and an elite defense. For the Houston Texans, they're young, they're tenacious. We're trying to go out there and just prove that we are one of the best teams in the AFC. Even if we don't win this week, I still think that we are. This should be a very fun matchup here in week 18. Let's get into today's action. And leading out his Houston offense is number 15, second-year quarterback Mason Pryor. 4,500 passing yards, 43 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. He's looked dominant right now. He's a potential MVP. He's hoping for a big game to get some momentum into the postseason. Pryor and team will start at their own 25-yard line here. 2 tight end formation. Here goes Dameon Pierce to start today's action, and Pierce will gain a few. First time in the shotgun in today's action. 2nd down and 7 here. Pollard's the back. He's going to get the call here, and he's going to try to get some cheap yardage here off the touch. Gain of 4. As Houston faces a 3rd down and 3 now at their own 32-yard line here. Pryor in the shotgun, looks to throw. Slings it over the middle here for Nico Collins, and Collins gains 8 yards right there. Just trying to get out of this ball game with health, but also a victory here is what Houston wants to achieve. Pryor that goes back to this passing game here and turns to Brandon Cooks for a gain of 7. Sticking with the shotgun here, Pollard's the back to the right, handing the ball off to Pollard. The veteran runner will fight for the first down and enter into Cincinnati territory. Bringing out the I formation here with the fullback. Pierce is the back here. He gets the call here, and he's going to get some good blocks here. He's going to get 13 yards off that touch. Inside the 30 now of Cincinnati. Houston's putting together a very good drive here. Pryor looks to throw here, feeling the rush, trying to escape the pocket. He is very mobile. He's down the field now, and he's going to get his own 13 yards. To the empty look here is for Pryor. Takes the snap, looks to throw, slings it quickly to the outside here, and that is Paul Wilkerson who reels it down right at the 1-yard line. He wanted the touchdown, and they're just marking him just shy. Hold to go now here. Pryor in the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the left. Pryor takes the snap. He's going to do a little read option. Keeps it himself, and he's going to power his way through. Touchdown, Houston. Mason Pryor. I think that's his 4th rushing touchdown of this campaign. He's looking excellent right now. Trying to just keep him out of harm's way right now. Joe Burrow leads out his offense here. He'll start at his own 27-yard line here. The veteran quarterback, as we welcome back Nick Bosa. Burrow looks to throw. He felt the rush immediately by Bosa. There's a good pitch and catch right there. The Cincinnati team is very good. They have a lot of different playmakers. They can beat you in a lot of different ways. Here's Burrow back to this aerial attack. Here's Hayden Hurst with the reception and the first down. This ball game could easily become a shootout here with these two offenses here. Burrow staying in this passing game. He looks to throw, slings it underneath here. And this is Carl Graham, the 2nd-year wide receiver, one of my favorite receivers from a year ago. He reels it down for 12. Just hoping to escape this ball game with little amount of injuries here. Here goes Mixon yet again. He breaks initial contact here, and he's down the field here. Derek Stingley can't bring him down. Bosa, though, can, thankfully. But my goodness, that effort right there by Bosa. Entering into the red zone now here. Burrow in the shotgun. Here goes again Joe Mixon right up the middle of his defense, and he's going to fight for 5. It's 3rd down and 4 here, trying to bend but not break here as Cincinnati is driving. Here's Burrow looking down the field here. This is Jamar Chase who reels it down here in that tight coverage. First down and goal here now at the 2. Goal to go now here at the 2-yard line here. Burrow in the shotgun, handing this ball off to Mixon, who will fight for the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And we have a very much a tied ball game here. I'm expecting a shootout. Well, both offenses here are locked in right now. Can Cincinnati's defense get involved? Pryor looks to throw to start this drive. Gets this ball to Nico Collins, who reels it down for a good 20-plus yards right there. Love getting Collins involved here. 3 receivers to the left here. Pryor staying in this passing game, looking down the field here. He reels it in. The veteran tight end entering into now Cincinnati territory. 2nd down and 10 here. Pryor in the shotgun takes the snap. Here goes Tony Pollard. Pollard, the veteran, and he's going to fight for a good 9 yards right there. As it's 3rd down and 1 here, offset I formation here, last minute of the first quarter. Here goes Damian Pierce, who's going to rumble and tumble for an easy first down. That is so demoralizing for a defense when you can pick up first downs through the ground game. Pryor back to this area. He's looking end zone here. Wilkerson, corner, and he can't reel it in. Oh my. Pryor wanted the touchdown right there. Sticking to the shotgun here. Now he's going to set up a little screen here for Tony Pollard, who reels it in. Trying to make a little move now, and he's going to fight close to the marker. It's 3rd down and inches. 1 quarter of the books here in week 18. We have a tied ball game as Houston is driving. Pryor in the shotgun, a more read option. He's keeping it himself now, and Mason Pryor will fight for the first down, and he's down on the field. These are some things that you just gotta read as a coach, is just not put your quarterback in these positions. We've seen throughout this last month that Mason Pryor's dealt with injuries. Now Tyler Huntley's out there trying to lead this drive to an end zone. Here goes Pierce for 5. 3rd down and inches here for Tyler Huntley in offense. Pollard's the back. Huntley takes a snap, 3rd straight carry here, and this is Tony Pollard who will find the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The veteran finds the end zone, and now we take back the lead here. Well, again, the developing story here is to the injury of Mason Pryor. But can now Cincinnati go down the field and put more pressure on this Houston offense that Pryor can't go? Motioning Jamar Chase. Houston sends an all-out blitz, and they're going to get home. Bubby Johnson back there for the sack at the 20-yard line. Good job. This defense is very prone to blitzing here as it's 2nd down and 5. Bunch formation to the right. Pitch now here for Mixon. And that's Roman Nova trying to get into the backfield. But Derek Stingley, he will seal that tackle up. It's 3rd down and 15 here. Joe is trying to avoid a 3 and out. Looks to throw. Looking. Settles underneath now. And this is Dylan, the rookie tight end, who reels it in. But it's 4th down. Tyler Huntley is still in today's action right now here. He's going to probably have to manage the ship for right now. Huntley does a little read option. He keeps it himself now, and he's going to try to bounce it outside. Only a gain of a yard. If he broke that free, that would have been a big play here. But can Tyler Huntley keep the ship afloat here? And we don't have Matt Ryan right now out there. And here goes Huntley. Looks to throw, feeling the rush, trying to escape this pocket here, being chased now. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds at the 42. 3rd down and 5 here for Huntley. He needs this conversion, trying to avoid a 3 and out. Throws it over the middle here for Nico Collins, and you just got to get it to this receiver. Collins reels it in for an easy 23 more. There's 2nd down and 9 here for Huntley. Takes the snap, back to this aerial attack, feels the rush, and he's going to be sacked. And that's B.J. Hill with the big-time pressure. 3rd down and 13 here. Huntley has to pass here. Takes the snap, looks to throw now, and he's trying to get this ball to Wilkerson. Wilkerson catches it, but he's not going to get far, and we might have to settle for 3 now. Here's a 52-yard field goal attempt here for Matt Gay. Matt Gay has had almost a perfect season. Gay's up, and it's right down the middle. We have a 10-point lead. Tyler Huntley is keeping this ship afloat here. Can Burrow go down the field and put up some points on of his own? Burrow looks to throw here, slings it underneath here. This is Dylan who reels it down. Gain of 8. 7-for-7 start here for Joe Burrow, the veteran quarterback, halfway through here, the 2nd quarter. Burrow takes the snap, slings it to the outside now, right again to his rookie tight end. 3rd down and inches now. 3 tight ends are out there. Mixon is the lone back here. Going to get the call here, trying to bounce it outside. But that's Nova in the backfield, who's lived back there all season long, who's had a breakouts campaign. Roman Nova. Well, this will be Tyler Huntley's 2nd drive here. No Pryor up to this point here. Here goes Damian Pierce. Pierce up the middle, gains 5 more. Huntley will turn to an empty look now here. Takes the snap, looks to throw here. Goes to his short route here, and that is Brandon Cooks, who comes back for the football for a 1st down. Our set of downs here. Huntley motioning here. Paul Wilkerson, the young receiver now. Here goes Tony Pollard, and Pollard will weave his way through for 5. 3rd down and 5 here at their own 42-yard line here. Huntley's trying to avoid a punt here. Looks to throw. Scrambles now, looking for anyone. Sets his feet. Tries to get this ball to Collins, and Nico Collins reels it in. The sure-handed wide receiver. 1st down, Houston. Well, Huntley is showing that he can still run this Houston offense if needed. Huntley back to this aerial attack here. He's going to settle underneath here to Tyler Higbee, and Higbee will gain 8 more. You're at the beginning of the 2-minute warning here. Developing story as Pryor. Is he okay? Here's Huntley, looks to throw, slings it over the middle. Here is Paul Wilkerson, and Wilkerson to the corner. Touchdown, Houston, and Houston extends their lead now to 17. Maybe they don't need Pryor out there to finish this ball game, and we'll go up by 3 scores. Cincinnati now has a 2-minute drill here. Can they put anything together? As Houston has already started to do some substitutions here, as Burrow's pass is he's almost sacked there, but got that ball away here. Right now we see, what's his name? Aiden Phillips out there taking over right now. We'll probably see some more at the beginning of the 2nd half as Bosa, he gets back there for the big time sack here, welcoming him back. Sack at the 17-yard line here. What a job there by Bosa. Here's a 3rd down and 18 here for Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow, excuse me. 2 tight ends out there, handing this ball off to Mixon, and his defense is right there. Houston will call their 2nd timeout, excuse me. We'll get the ball back, maybe run a 2-minute drill. Some substitutions here on offense too, as Huntley's still in at quarterback. Here goes Carl Finley, the 2nd-year running back, and Finley is going to be taking over a little bit in this ball game. Good screen pass right there. Huntley in the shotgun here, takes the snap, looks to throw now, looking for anyone, not liking anything, and he throws it up in the middle of the field, and the ball's intercepted. I think he just should have thrown that pass away. And now Cincinnati's going to have excellent field position here with 16 seconds. Here comes Joe Burrow and offense here at their own 16 seconds to go. 3 timeouts in their back pocket. Burrow slings it over the middle here. Joe Mixon reels it down as Cincinnati should use a timeout, and they do so. And it looks like the Cincinnati Bengals is okay with going into halftime here, making this game 24-10. Field goal's up, and it's right down the middle. As we're going to be heading into halftime now, this ball game is 24-10 in favor of Houston. Of course, the developing story is to Mason Pryor an injury. He should be okay. I took him out just because I didn't want to deal with any more injuries with him. If he comes back, I'm gonna let him I'm gonna let him play a little bit more. I'm expecting to make a couple more substitutions here and there to some of our more key starters that we need during the postseason run right now. But right now, we have a comfortable lead. We just gotta be able to continue to put drives together. We're most likely gonna take out Bosa for the rest of the ball game, and same with Derek Stingley. Here comes Joe Burrow and team now here at the beginning of the second half. We don't see Bosa, we don't see Stingley right now out there. So expect a little bit more offense here, I'm assuming, from Cincinnati. Gain of 6 here by Dillon. Of course, the best story, or the perfect scenario here for Houston is they come away with a victory here with no injuries. And of course, the Pryor's injury is the one that we're keeping an eye on here. Fresh set of downs here for this Cincinnati team. Here's Burrow, looks to throw, settles underneath here to Jamar Chase, and Chase will battle his way through for a gain of 12. It's 3rd down and 7 here. Houston's trying to force a punt now. Here is Burrow, slings it over the middle. Here is Tyler Boyd who reels it in. 1st down and more. Fresh set of downs here, entering inside the 25. Here's Burrow, slings it quickly over the middle. Here's Dillon yet again who reels it in. 6 more. 2nd down and 4 here. Burrow under center here, dropping back as Houston sent an all-out blitz, and it didn't get home. Quickly get that ball to Tyler Boyd. Goal to go now here for Burrow and team. 3 tight ends out there, mixing the back. Sends another blitz here. That's Jalen getting back there for the big-time sack right up the middle of this offense. And Jalen Peachy gets a big-time sack here. He's having a breakout season. Now it's 2nd down and goal here as this Houston defense is trying to bend but not break now. Here's Burrow, looks to throw, looking, slings an end zone, and that's going to be caught. Carl Graham, the 2nd-year wide receiver. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And making this game by a score. Well, who's going to lead the charge here for this Houston team? And it is 2nd-year quarterback Mason Pryor. He's back out there. I'm going to give him a couple more drives here, maybe the rest of the 3rd quarter, and then we'll put Huntley back in. Pryor and team will start at his own 25-yard line here. Tony Pollard's the back. Pollard gets the call, and Pollard will gain a few. Sticking with the same formation here, 2 tight ends, and Pollard's the back. Pryor setting up a little screen here for the veteran runner, who reels it in, and he's going to fight close to the marker. 3rd down. 3rd down and 3 here. Pryor to the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw now. Looking, not liking anything. Has to throw it up here for Wilkerson, who reels it in here. Tackled at midfield. What a job there by the 2nd-year wide receiver. These two just have a connection. Maybe Houston's giving Dameon Pierce the rest of the game off here as they're going to continue to run the ball with number 20. Pollard trying to cut it outside here. He got excellent blocking, and that's the speed of Pollard showing off right there. Inside the 35 now, I formation here for Pryor and team. Play action fake, looks to throw, slings it over the middle, and he won to Nico Collins, and he was open too. Empty look now here. Pryor takes it, looks to throw. Slings it again here for Collins, who comes back for the rock. He reels it in, trying to fight for the 1st down, but he's just going to be shy. 3rd down and 1 here for Mason Pryor. Takes the snap. Here goes Carl Finley. Finley up the middle of this defense as he's going to cut it for a gain of 12. Houston showing off all of their different weapons now. Pryor takes it. Here goes Carl Finley yet again, trying to break initial contact. Gains a couple. Here at the 11 here, Houston trying to go back up by 2 scores. Pryor dropping back, looks to throw, gets this ball to Collins, who reels it in. Goal to go now. 1st down and goal here at the 1 pistol formation here. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw now, looking, scrambling, trying to find someone here, trying to get this ball to Minchie. It's up in the air, it's off the mark. 2nd down and goal here. Pryor takes the snap quickly, gets this ball to Wilkerson, his 2nd touchdown of today's action. I think that's number 22 receiving touchdowns of this campaign. Houston goes back up by 2 scores. What a job here by this offense. Cincinnati will start at their own 23-yard line here, trying to get back into this ball game. Burrow looks to throw, looking, plenty of time as he's had all day to throw, and he just could not complete it. Wow. When you have that much time in the pocket and you can't even complete a pass, that's the problem. Excellent job by our secondary. Burrow back to this passing game, slings it over the middle. Jamar Chase's turn for a reception. Fresh set of downs here. Burrow dropping back as Houston sends another blitz here. Nova couldn't get home. Carter couldn't get there, and he has to throw it away. Second down and 10 here. Burrow dropping back, looks to throw yet again here. Slings it underneath here. That's Dylan for a gain of 4. It'll be third down and 6 now here for Burrow and company. Looks to throw, slings it to wide open Jamar Chase. Greedy Williams got a little too greedy right there. And Jamar Chase showing off his dominance. As we have one more quarter here to go in this campaign, year 3 of the franchise. Joe Burrow and team is trying to stay in this ball game as we're resting a few starters right now. As this is an important ball game, but I care a little bit more about our health over if we're the number 2 seed or the number 4 seed. As right now, Cincinnati is driving right here. Burrow looks to throw, plenty of time, looking end zone. It's going to be caught. Tyler Boyd. He did it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And we right now have a 1-score game yet again. As the Houston Texans are keeping some of their starters still out there. Pryor still out there at quarterback. Here goes Tony Pollard, and Pollard, the veteran, will gain a couple. This will most likely be the last drive here of Mason Pryor this campaign. Pryor takes the snap, looks to throw in here, slings it over the middle. Collins reels it in, and Collins gets past the 42. Fresh set of downs here for this Houston team. Pryor takes it, looks to throw yet again, slings it over the middle. Collins open, and he reels it in here, entering now into Cincinnati territory. Collins is having some momentum entering into the postseason. His 8th reception. Pryor slings it again. Here is Brandon Cooks, who reels it in for gain of 5. Second down and 5 here. Pryor takes it, 2 tight ends out there, handing this ball off to Pollard, and he gets close to the marker. Third down and 2 here. Pryor in the offset I formation here. Pollard's the back. He gets the call here, and he's going to fight for the first down. What a job there by the veteran. Here at the 26, Pryor to the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to throw here. He's looking end zone here with Wilkerson, and that ball is going to be intercepted. He wanted Paul Wilkerson. Von Bell with his second INT of today's action. What a job there. Cincinnati will start their own 20-yard line, trying to retie up this ball game here. Here's Burrow, looks to throw, slings it over the middle. Jamar Chase reels it in, battling through defenders, gain of 20. Fresh set of downs here for Burrow and company. Burrow with a bunch formation to the left, looks to throw, plenty of time. Time starting to run out as he got hit. It'll be third down and 10 here for Burrow and company. He needs his conversion. Looks to throw. Slings it deep down the field here. Wide open is Tyler Boyd. Boyd breaking free. And Cincinnati is going to be an extra point away from tying up in today's action. Oh my. Maybe put the starters back out there. Houston might need them. Well, we do not see that many starters out there. We do see Tyler Higbee and Tony Pollard and Brandon Cooks, but no more Mason Pryor. I'm not keeping him out there. I'm not keeping out some of the starters. No matter how much I know this game is important in terms of seeding, I believe in our team. I believe in our depth. We just got to be able to run the football, and we got this. Here goes Tony Pollard up the middle of this team. He gets the first down and more. Huntley been back in at quarterback here. He's in the shotgun here. Here goes Carl Finley yet again, and Finley, he's going to gain 9. Second down and 1 here. Offset I formation here. Huntley, play action fake, looks to throw, sets his feet, trying to get this ball to Brandon Cooks, the veteran receiver, and he's breaking free, and Houston's going to retake the lead here. And Tyler Huntley right now, picture perfect pass here for the veteran receiver. And now, with less than 5 minutes to go, pressure's back on Cincinnati. Joe Burrow and company here, back down by 7 here, 4:40 to go. Looks to throw, Burrow sack, fumble, and Houston picks it up. The 2 linebackers got there. Oh my goodness. And that is Roman Nova off the blitz. Christian Harris picks it up, and this defense does it again for their offense. Houston starting immediately in Cincinnati territory, entering into the red zone. Here goes Tony Pollard, the veteran pack, who's going to rumble and tumble for a gain of 7 more. Huntley in the shotgun here, 2nd down and 3, takes the snap, he looks to throw here, scrambling, trying to get this ball to Higbee, and he's going to throw an interception to Wilson. Wilson the other way here, and thankfully Mitchie's there, but Logan Wilson, the linebacker, is keeping his offense and team in this game. I don't know why I threw that pass. Well, just like that here, Cincinnati has an opportunity here with 4:02 left to go here, back-to-back turnovers. Here is Burrow, slings it over the middle. Here's Jamar Chase, and Chase reels it in for a 1st down and more. 2nd down and 5 here. Burrow in the shotgun here, right around midfield, looks to throw, looking, slings it over the middle, and here is yet again Carl Graham, who's making a move, and he's entering into now the 30 of Houston. Fresh set of downs here for this Cincinnati team as they're putting together an explosive drive now. Slings it onto the outside, Carl Graham yet again. 2 minutes left to go here in the last game of this regular season. Burrow and team is trying to retie up this game. Burrow looks to throw, and Tim Settle, the veteran defensive tackle, an unsung hero, makes a big time play. Burrow goes to a hurry up offense, looks to throw, looking end zone, wide open though is Mixon, caught, touchdown. Cincinnati is again an extra point away from tying up this ball game. What a job here for this team. Pressure's back on Tyler Huntley and team. Well, Tyler Huntley now has 1:34, 3 timeouts here in a tied ball game here in week 18 for important seeding. What can he do? He starts this drive, looks to throw, gets this ball to Carl Finley, and it's off the mark. As we do see Mason Pryor staying warm right now, we gotta assume he will be put back out there if needed. Here is Huntley, looks to throw, trying to get this ball to Brandon Cooks. Ball's up in the air, intercepted, penalty flag is thrown. This is such an important call here. Oh my goodness, and it's pass interference. This is going to be on Cincinnati. We keep the football here, and we're right around midfield. And maybe a massive break right there for this Houston team here, which is going to keep us in this ball game here. Huntley setting up a screen now. Here's Carl Finley, the 2nd-year runner, will get past midfield, a gain of 12. 54 seconds to go. Huntley back to this aerial attack, trying to get this ball to John Minchie, the 3rd-year wideout. Reels it in, timeout Cincinnati. Huntley in the shotgun here, staying in this passing game, quickly throws here to Brandon Cooks. Cooks reels it in, and now this is a chip shot field goal here from Matt Gay. You gotta assume that's what Houston is looking to do. Huntley under center here, inside the 20 now, handing this ball up to Pollard. Pollard breaking free, and Pollard will be tackled. 1st down and goal now here at the 7. Huntley under center here, no timeouts here for Cincinnati. Here's Pollard, and he's going to be tackled, and we're going to let this clock wind down to about 3 seconds. And here is the chip shot field goal here for Matt Gay, as Matt Gay's field goal will be up, and it's good. Right down the middle, and Houston will be beating the Cincinnati Bengals 41-35 in a close ball game where, let's be honest here, we've kept it close due to the fact that I put out a lot of the backups here, and some of you might question why, and the simple reason is because we've dealt with so many injuries. I just didn't want to see any more, and if we were going to lose players, I guess would rather lose my depth behind them. But you know, Tyler Huntley, he stepped up massively. We had some unsung heroes, but we were still able to run the offense effectively. And once I saw Pryor go down early on in this ball game, I just knew that something stupid will happen, and I didn't want to get EA'd. So decided to keep going with my initial plan, and it worked in our favor. Beating Cincinnati, we win the division, we win the AFC South, and you know, what's his name? Pryor still had a good day. You know, Huntley kept the ship afloat. Tony Pollard, he got involved massively, wanted him to do that anyways. Nico Collins had a big day, same with Wilkerson, and same with Brandon Cooks. Happy about that. 1 sack, and then defensively, we got a bunch of sacks of our own, got a forced fumble, no interceptions, but good victory here, close victory, and that's mostly due to me, so it kind of just tells me if we kept everyone out there, this should have been an easy victory for us. As we do have 2 upgrades after this victory, and Jay Stewart we'll start with. We'll just work on zone coverage with him, the veteran safety. He's just been mostly a depth player over the last few years. Good player too. Really actually like MJ Stewart. But then we also have Christian Harris here. And for Harris, I'm going to work on his run stopping ability, moving him up pretty well against some man coverage, block shed. He's developed excellently here, and you know, for an off-ball linebacker, number 9 at his position here, I know it's at the right side, but He's a very good playmaker here. He might move to the inside here soon enough, but really like him. But we escaped this ball game here. Now we're 13-4. That's how we're going to finish off the regular season. We win the division. It doesn't matter what Tennessee does, so we got that. But before we end, or before we sim to the next weekend to see, I do want to work on any sort of potential contracts. So right now we are negotiating with both Chase Linovich as well as Greedy Williams, which is why we have $77 million. We technically have right around 90. But I do want to work on Linovich's deal. I think that Linovich is such an important player, and I know he's going to deal with some regression. So I'm willing to bump this up. I want it to be a multi-year deal, so a 2-year, $33 million. That would be give or take about 16-ish a year. I would be comfortable with that, and he doesn't like that. Though, I think we get one more opportunity with him. For Greedy Williams, I'm going to take a step back with him. I don't want to negotiate right now. For the other player that I want to at least guarantee getting, it's Brock Morgan here. I know he's a depth receiver. I think we can get him to a minimum deal. So a 3-year, and he resigns. Happy about that. He's a quality young developmental safety. And then finally, I would like to get one more play. I think I want to get the negotiation started here with Tim Settle too. Settle's an excellent depth defensive tackle. I know he will deal with some regression, but I would like him to be back, and he still is declining. Again, I think a lot of these interests will change once we get into the postseason. But just wanted to start the negotiations. There's a few other players, but I'm happy we got Brock Morgan under contract. But of course, we're going to go sim to the next week and see who we're going to be playing in the wild card round. And as we sim to the next week, we will be playing against divisional rivals, the Indianapolis Colts, who somehow got into the postseason with a 10-7 record. Let's view the playoff bracket here. And they got in as the 7th seed. Oh my goodness. They just barely got themselves in. And we also see Tennessee's in, Cincinnati, the Chiefs, you know, a team that we have not played against is the Steelers. I believe we played against the Buffalo Bills as well. But my goodness, this is a loaded playoff bracket here for us. For the other side, the Saints won the conference. The Bears, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks won their respective divisions, with Washington, the Vikings, and the Bucks making it as 3 wild card teams. So my goodness, this is going to be a fun ride here. We're going to be starting off with a very familiar foe here, as we gotta let's quickly look at the schedule here. We know this team, and we know how good the Colts can be, as they beat us 57-31, and then we turned around a few weeks later, beating them 52-14. So both teams have shown that they can put up points. Both teams have shown that they can do a lot of damage when necessary. But this is going to be a very fun matchup. It's going to be a tough game here. I don't think we're going to be, we're welcoming back Andre Dillon. I know that for a fact. But we're still not going to have a full defensive line here with both Elliott and Chase Linovich. Kenyon Green, it's because of EA. He's still out for the rest of the year, not bringing him back. But my goodness, this is going to be a very tough matchup here. This is a good Colts team. I'm not going to go through any of the stats just yet. We'll do that at the end when we either lose this week or basically at the beginning of the offseason. But you guys can see the top 3. You know, we see Nico Collins is in the top 3 of receiving leaders, as well as Greedy Williams led the league in interceptions. But other than that, I'm not going to go through any of those stats, not just yet. We'll do that in a later episode. But guys, please leave a like, comment down below what you thought. Let me know down below if you're excited to play against the Colts yet again. 3rd matchup, it's the rubber matchup here in year 3 as we remake the postseason. So guys, again, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment what your thoughts are. And I will see you in the next one.